Hi, everyone. My name's Terry, and this is Registry Talk. And this morning we are with Janet, and she's going to be spending a few minutes with us telling us about her story and, her happiness, her sadness, her struggles. And she's going to bring us into her world for a few minutes. Hi, Janet, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Hey, Terry, thanks. I'm a single mom of 5. I have a 2-year-old granddaughter who is my absolute everything. I have 2 grandchildren on the way and a godchild on the way. All 3 due within 2 weeks apart from each other. So I'm going to be pretty busy. I have a decent job. I drive a pretty nice car. I have my animals. I'm currently in school to be an emotional support service animal trainer. It's a program. It's called Canine Talk. They teach you how to train animals to be weight support for anxiety.
Okay.
A lot of people use them if their children have Tourette's and they have the hitting issue, the self-harm issue during a Tourette's episode. These dogs, mostly dogs, but we do train cats for it as well. Mostly dogs, but they're trained to interfere with the self-harm.
So that's a really positive thing that's going on in your life right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about your family. I mean, I know you have several kids, and I'm sure that they're, a bright and shining place in your life. So talk to us a little bit about you and your family and how you interact with them and what they're into and that kind of thing.
My kids are everything mama. I can't go to the bathroom without my kids following me or telephoning me, asking me what I'm doing, and we all live together.
Right.
My extended family, I'm also co-parenting with an ex of mine for her 11-month-old son. I claim him as mine. I treat him as mine. He gets no different treatment than my biological kids do.
Sure.
My oldest daughter is expecting, yes. She's due September 12th, and she's having a really rough pregnancy. My youngest daughter, she's 15, and she's going to graduate from high school next year with all honors and a full scholarship to any college of her choice. Right. She'll be 16. She got a presidential scholarship from the president. I'm an open book. All you have to do is ask me a question. My kids know it. My family knows it. My friends know it. They have always been able to come to me and not feel like they were judged. I always make sure that they have a safe place. I like being able to give advice to my friends. I don't always take my own advice, but I try to be as helping and understanding as I can. I used to work at a rehab and I loved it. I want to be able to give back. That's a huge thing for me. I don't feel like being a parent is different than giving back to somebody else. I'm leaving my mark with my children, but I can't guarantee that my children are going to pass my word on. So if I can give it to other people, my friends, my family, my coworkers, that's important to me.
You're obviously on the registry. Tell me about how the registry is affecting your life today.
Oh, well, I am currently in the process of having to move. Currently in the state that I'm in now, I don't have very many restrictions. I can go to school and pick my daughter up as long as I call and give them notice that I'm coming. The states that I've been trying to look into require so much more. Right. I can't be within 300 feet of a park. I can't live within 1,000 feet of a daycare or a school. I just found out this morning that I can't even register my daughter in school. I have to send my oldest daughter to register her with a notarized letter saying that I give permission for her to enroll my daughter in school.
Okay. So that's obviously put some difficulty into your life. The registry
yeah.
has kind of added some, some additional stress or additional layers of issue in your life.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now, have you had any kind of, direct contact with like the state police or the police themselves? Do they ever question you, like while you're driving, or if you got pulled over with a ticket or something like that?
Yeah, my first year home, I had my youngest daughter at the time. She was 8, and I had my niece and nephew. I had just picked them up from my sister. My sister and I worked opposite shifts.
Mm-hmm.
I had just gotten off of work, and she was going to work. So I had to run home and grab a car seat. So she kept the kids. We both worked at the same place. She kept the kids while I ran home and got an extra car seat. I came back, got the kids in the car. I pulled out of the parking lot from our job, and boom, pulled me over. Took the kids out of my car. I had to call my sister. They had to verify that I had permission to have my kids. I had to have my sister leave work, go to my house, get my custody order for my own child, bring it back before they would release my kids back to me, before they would release my niece and nephew. My nephew was only 9 months old. My niece was 1.5 years. It was horrible. My daughter was petrified. She did not know what was going on.
So have you ever had any type of vigilantism, where someone has personally, not necessarily put their hands on you, but attacked you verbally or put signs in your yard or anything like that?
I had my house spray painted with rapist all over it, child predator. I had a pile of leaves in my front yard. Somebody caught it on fire. I had my tires slashed once, and they only slashed 3 of them. I'm a really quiet person. I can count on one hand how many friends I have, and I don't live within 100-mile radius of any of my family. So I know I didn't do anything to make anybody angry. I had somebody recognize me from the registry at my job one time, and she spit in my face.
Wow.
Yeah. So my boss made me contact the police. I had to get them involved. And then the police are literally looking at me like, well, you kind of deserved it. Like,
wow.
They never stopped. They just saw they saw a code on a piece of paper and automatically assumed the worst. They never even gave me a chance to explain, to ask questions, nothing.
Now she
spit in my face. No, she spit in my face, but I was the one that was questioned.
I see. So was she dealt with by the police, or did she get arrested?
She was arrested for assault and battery.
Okay.
Right.
And I hear a lot of people talking and complaining about, oh, I'm on the registry and this and that and so on and so forth. Well, somewhere down the line, you got arrested for something. Now, whether you're guilty or not is not the question.
Right.
The point is that you were guilty for something, and you were put into this situation that you're in today.
Right.
So now you have a choice. You can either live your life like you're doing, okay, and have your family and work and just live a normal life, or you can make the decision to stay in this perpetual spiral of downward, depression and, oh, woe is me, and everybody hates me, and so on and so forth, right?
Right.
So talk to me about those, how you feel about what's happening to you.
I feel like a second-class citizen, honestly. I have a very big theory about telling people that I'm on the registry. I give people 30 days. I do a 30-day trial basis. I give people 30 days to get to know me. If I'm meeting a new friend or a new partner, a potential partner, I give them 30 days to get to know me. And on the 30th day, I tell them, I appreciate you giving yourself the time to get to know me, but there is something that I need to tell you. And I will completely understand if you decide to walk away, because history proves itself all the time. That's what I'm used to. And a lot of times people choose to walk away when they find out that I'm on the registry.
Well, talk to me about your support system while you were in prison. I mean, or, while you were incarcerated and when you came home, what type of support system did you have?
when I was incarcerated, I didn't have a support system. My family and friends walked out on me. I did my entire time by myself. No letters, no calls, no visits, no nothing.
Okay.
I stayed to myself. In 18 months, I gained a little over 100 pounds because all I did was eat, sleep, and take meds, so I didn't have to be awake. I had never been in trouble with the law before. I had never even had a speeding ticket, no seatbelt violation, nothing. I'm a first time running with a police officer, 15 years to spend all but 18 months for me to do. I was in shock. My entire stay, I was in shock. I don't remember a lot about being there. I just remember sleeping a lot. And when I got home, it was my sister and her boyfriend let me come stay with them. I got a job. I couldn't afford to live and pay $1,250 a month in child support. Okay, the way my state did it was I was living in Maryland, but the custody case was in another state. They had me pay for my entire incarceration because he had the kids while I was incarcerated. So I was in the arrearages the day I got out. I owed like, I want to say it was like $18,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in the arrearages like close to $18,000. I was working at Subway. I was making like $7.25 an hour when I got out. I couldn't afford to live somewhere. My time at my sister's had run up because she was going back on the road. She travels for work, and she let her house go. So I had my job, but I had nowhere to stay. I didn't make enough money to pay my child support, so I didn't go back to jail and be able to live and survive and necessities. And my boss was gracious enough to clear out the office. He put a chase lounge in there. He installed a shower head in our mop bucket room. He was amazing. If I needed an advance, he'd let me go to his house, to his and his wife's and his kids' house, and rake leaves, so it didn't have to come out of my paycheck. He was a really great man, and he helped me out a lot. I worked for him for almost 12 years.
Wow.
After I got out. And then he passed away and his wife sold the companies. So he was a really good man.
So tell me about your future. Tell me about how you see your future and of the things that are important to you, not only to your family, but to Janet.
I have been in constant compliance with my compliance officer. Every single day I talk to him, and we've discussed, me being able to go to institutions and have my success and failure stories, because I have had failures since I've been out, but I've had a lot of success too. I didn't think that I would have the bond with my kids that I have now. I want to get into advocacy work. I love being able to train service animals. I love to grow gardens. I'm a vegan, so I grow my own vegetables. I jar them for the winter. It's important to me that, we take care of our bodies as best we can. We don't have to be perfect. No matter what else fails in life, I have my kids, and that it drives me.
It sounds like that you're going in the right direction, Janet, that, you've got the right attitude, you're thinking about the right things, and that's a good thing. It's going to be hard, and there's going to be difficulties. But as long as you keep your focus and you keep doing things that are positive and moving forward, everything's going to work out just fine. And I thank you for taking time to explain all of this to us and to introduce yourself to the world. We really appreciate it. And I do want to say to anyone that's watching this video, if you've got a story to tell, reach out to us. You can, send us a message here. You can click on the links that are in the description. There's a link there for Tell My Story, and just fill out the form, and someone will be in touch with you, and we'll get your story out here too. Also, you can go to NARSOL, NARSOL.org, and you can click on the resources tab, and that tab will give you a lot of different types of outreaches and information on how you can help yourself in the process of going through being on the registry. So with that said, we thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.
This is Brenda Jones, Executive Director of NARSOL. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, check out our other Lives on the Registry videos. If you want to know more, visit narsol.org and check out the Resources tab. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications. See you again soon.